Welcome to this month's productivity stream where we will just sit and listen to some tracks and just chill and get some work done. I have my spinning wheel out. I've got a different angle. I've had dramas with my cameras, but I think, fingers crossed, we are good to go. So let me just check the chat we've already got going so far. I won't be jumping in and out the chat as much as a Thursday live stream, just so you understand the expectations. We're here to get some stuff done. I will be interacting with the chat, but not as often. I'm going to be doing my work too. So first of all, we've got Kerry Randall. Hey Kerry, my internet is slow as probably all the cycling. I've been watching Knitting on My Lace Shawl, The Peacock's Tail by Nim Teasdale. Finished the last beading row. Oh my gosh. That sounds amazing. It sounds absolutely beautiful. And I agree with Leanne. Any chance you could pop it in the fun zone so we can see it. So those of you that are yarn crafters that come and join us to crochet or knit or spin or weave along with us, over in the Fibrific Fun Zone group on Facebook, I have got today's post, so you can go in and add your photos of what you're working on in there so we can all see it and ooh and ah over the deliciousness. I'm hoping you can hear and you can see and all those good things. I have changed everything. Everything has changed. Let me look. Kelly is prepped and ready with the second coffee and projects. It's a PJ day. I would love for it to be a PJ day. However, I don't think I would be comfortable having a PJ day over on the internet. It's not for me. Kelly's also posted a link on the thread that they're working on. I did post one, but maybe because I posted it, shared it from Fibrific, it didn't work. I don't know. We'll see. There's a link there. There's one there is good. Oh, Leanne says the audio is good. Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. I seem to have a little lag, but I'm not going to complain. We're just going to get on and do what we're doing. So, and music volume, how is that? Do you need it up a little? I did tweak it down a dash. So if we want to pump it up a little to balance the volumes, because we're about to make it so I'm not talking that much. So let me know if you want the music any louder. I'm going to put my headphones on so I can hear the music too. There we go. And yeah, I'm just waiting to see if everybody is happy with the music level. What I'm going to be doing is I've got my spinning wheel out. I've got a Bucket O Fluff. It is the Wendy Beer Sheba Castledale in colour Robin's Gift. No lag, but sounds like a carpenter working on your roof. I don't quite get that. So we're using Robin's Gift, Beersheba Castledale. She's an Australian farmer, processes everything locally. Highly recommend. Unless you're talking about the music, Russell. I just realised it could be the music. Anyway, let's see if this new camera lens that I've had to throw in at the last minute is doing its job. So let's go. Alrighty. I've got my red socks on. During this week's live stream, we realised that my feet kept sliding off in the standard socks. So I just need to loosen that up a little. And my daughter dug out these hospital socks that work like a champ. They're amazing. It's so good. There we go. A little bit more grab there. Oh, it could be something they call music. All right, yeah. We're using Creator Mix, and I have all of their tracks on, what do you call that? Random play. So who knows what we're going to get. Here we go. You might like this one better. Or maybe not. I don't know. Let me know in the chat what you're working on during our live today. What are you working on, Russell? Kerry says your spinning wheel is a similar colour to the end of my colour change. Awesome. Teal and purple are my faves as well. I like a lot of colours. I'm not like a crazy purple person, but I love how purple makes other colours just pop. Chintamani's working on work. Oh, sorry, Chintamani. No craft for you. But that's okay, because these productivity streams, it doesn't matter what you're working on. You could be folding Mount Foldmore. You could be hanging out the washing with the mobile phone in your pocket. It doesn't matter. You could be working on an assignment, although I'm probably a bit too intrusive for that, truth be told. Researching for your next YouTube video, all sorts of things. Chintamani says this is a much better view than Thursday. Yeah, this was a lot more effort to set up. It is a lot more effort to set up. Although in saying that, now it won't be. Now that I've sorted some bits and bobs out, it will be much easier. It'll be, I have to think about it, but it's not going to be a huge amount of work. I'm very jealous of that wheel colour. If I had the dollars, it would be my third wheel. Anyone want to buy it for me? That's hilarious. I know those feels. I feel that way about camera lenses right now. So, yeah. Yesterday I was setting all of this up and I had not tethered my tripod and I wheeled my chair back and knocked my tripod over and it went face first into the, well, this lino floor. So, yeah. It was, the camera does still work. This is the camera. It's just got a different lens. So while the camera bounced, the lens did not. The actual lens glass didn't break. It was the all the plastic mounting ring that locks onto the front of the camera. All of that snapped off. The battery door flew off. Of like, oh my gosh, this one won't work if the door doesn't close. But it just popped back in, no problems. So that was great. I just home rapid repair. Welcome to the chat. Just finished watching a live for Roberto Black. Oh, I saw that one. That looked great. Did you enjoy it? Oh, there we go. We're getting a bit thin there, but that'll be all right. No, it won't. I'm not happy with that. Let's go back just a dash. We'll just take the twist out of that. We'll get rid of that little thinny bit. I don't like it. Buy a little thinny bit. Those little thin bits, if your whole spin is that thin, you're prepared for it. But if you've got like little bits like that, that could actually be a really weak spot in your whole project. So I just made the executive decision to go back and ditch it. Oh, thank you. It's a good. It's like the camera's just sitting here. Hello. I had to move the camera a bit closer because I no longer had a zoom lens for it. But I have tethered the camera to a bookshelf. I don't know if it would survive anything major, but it could survive me bumping it, so that's always a positive. I'm like checking the tether. Chintami says we hold our hands in exactly the opposite way. I'm right forward, left behind. Oh, there you go. I don't know if there's any particular reason why I do it this way. I'm ambidextrous but predominant right hand. So over the years I made sure I learned how to write. Like I can write with my right and left hand. So if I ever break something, I'm okay. But I am right dominant. I think it's because our society prefers us to be right dominant. But there we go. We need more fluffs. Get the fluffs. Join the fluffs. Join the floors. It's a bit thick there. There we go. Chintama, you're left-handed, aren't you? I thought you were left-handed for some reason. I'd be careful that if I speed my feet up to go with the music, I've got to speed my hands up too. Oh, Chintama's right-handed. Oh, there you go. I just feel like I've got more control this way. But we all do our thing our own way. That's the, you know, there's no right or wrong way. And I think it's because when I do long draw, I want it in my right hand. So I'm used to holding the fluff in my right hand. I wouldn't do a long draw today. A, the fibers aren't right for it. And B, there's a camera too close. So it's not safe. Hey, Freaky Geek. Great to see you, dude. I've got mint sliced tea in my coffee cup again. Well, it's a teacup today. Like, no, it can go there. There's no room over there. I got lights and the mouse and... Now, in the description below, I do have links to this fiber and to the wheels, so if you want to check those out, you totally can. Otherwise, just get on with what you're working on. So, you know, create something, work with something, get that washing folded or hung out, or, you know, get the next load on, whatever you got to do. We're just here to get our stuff done. Kelly's asking if the music is very low. I asked at the start. I did turn it down a little, so maybe it is low. I can crank it up a little. It's actually not cranking it up when it's just a little. Let me know how that's going. I'm water loading a little this morning. 2 migraines, 2 consecutive days. Ugh. Oh, Home Rapid Repair. I wish I had access to that song. Nick Nimmin has a coffee song that he wrote that is it's definitely perfect. I love it. I can bring it up a bit more because we're trying to balance out the music to my voice, aren't we? So that, you know, you can have your volume set to one thing and I don't kill the music, or the music doesn't kill me. We'll see how that goes. No auto ducking in the live stream software. I don't think there is in this one. I mean, there could be, and I just haven't looked into it. So, I don't know. I'd have to dig into it. It's Ecamm Live. They don't have, I mean, they have better, they have some better music and audio options than some of the other streaming softwares, which is one of the reasons why I've started using them a bit. But I don't think so. Oh, excellent. That's the goal. It was the goal to get the music and the voice around the same, and Kelly knew that was my goal. One thing I'll say, for the angle we had the other day for Thursday, it was easier to see if my bobbin was loaded. Thanks, Kerry. Kerry popped a photo of her beautiful lace into the fun zone. This is a more comfortable position for spinning in too than it was Thursday as well, truth be told. But let's put the headphones over my shoulder a bit. That's better. Good morning, Susanna. Good to see you in the chat. Let us know what you're working on and what's in your cup. Making preemie baby hats. Oh, that's really cute. spinning wheel looks so much bigger on this angle. Yeah, it's a pretty big wheel, like really. It's a production wheel, so it's a pretty big one. All the measurements and everything are over on my website. It's about, I think it's about 8 kilos, or 16, 15 pounds. But it might be more. That might be the little gem. I don't know. Anyway, I've got a link in the description for all the Marchcraft stuff, so you can go and check out all its height dimensions and everything over there. But it's got some weight to it. But it's very light to treadle. This has got some great tempo for my preferred spinning speed, this one. I'm waiting for a heavy metal song to see if your feet kick it up. Oh, they will. Whether I want them to or not. And I'll have to keep up with my hands. And it's totally random playlist, so it could be like some trap music or like some like heavy rock. You know, who knows what the next song's going to be. That's part of the fun, right? Good morning, Game Widows. How are you going? Game Widows has just popped a link over into the fun zone last night. Her advent calendars for her stitch markers are now available to order. I know there's only a limited number this year, so if you want some, get in quick. You're going to miss out. They're always such the cutest packs. I'm going to have to shine Brecky. And then get the buckets out for the fleece scouring. Oh my gosh. Kerry says that when I gave up thread crochet, I didn't know why I was holding on to my tiny hooks. Then I tried bead knitting and I can't do without my 0.75 and 1mm hooks. Oh, they're perfect for it, right? Thank you, Leanne, for dropping Game Widows' link in. That's awesome. May have accidentally ordered fibre combs. Need clean fleece to use them. Absolutely you do. I may have accidentally put in a Cat and Sparrows order this morning. I'm getting my hands on some of her 3D printed stuff. So I've got a bracelet flying tool. And I've got a finger distaff or ring distaff, and a can't not buy a spindle, you know. I haven't tried one of her little 3D printed Turkish, so I'm already paying the postage. Why not, dude? Why not? That was what my brain said. So when it comes, I'll do a live unboxing. And I also decided that rather than spinning onto 2 bobbins, I will just spin onto 1 and then brace apply. Yeah, I bet my delivery service isn't as good as yours either. Like, what do you do? Like, you live really close, so mine is going to have to utilise Australia Post, being from another state. What would you print with a 3D printer? I don't have a 3D printer. I'm ordering some 3D printed stuff, but if I had a 3D printer, there would be a few things that I would make. Yeah, it just seems that, like, at the moment I'm buying a lot of 3D printed stuff. So if I had a 3D printer, I could probably make it myself. I don't know what I'd make first. The little sheeps are always fun. Do I have one handy? No, I only have a little tiny 3D printed sheep up there. I have about 6 of them. Yeah, spindles. There's a possibility I'd print spindles. Oh, put my hand back over the top of that cord. Downside of wearing plugged in headphones is while you're spinning, the cord gets in the way. Note to self. But no, I've just ordered some stuff. I haven't ordered a printer. I don't need that extra rabbit hole. Chintami would print some bobbins. Yeah, possibly. Kelly did make needle holders shaped like yarn. I'm just trying to think if mine's handy. No, it's over there. It's too far away. Deb says her husband would make fishing lures. That's an interesting one. Then Widows will try and make some bobbins for her road bug. Yeah, it's definitely a rabbit hole, I can imagine. I actually think I would get more use out of like one of those laser cutters. I think, you know, if I'm looking at crazy equipment to buy, I think the laser cutters, like a Glowforge or something, that would probably be where I would definitely fall down a rabbit hole. Game Widows wants all the fun tools. I'd need another. I'd need an actual work shed to go and stick like a laser cutter into. They need ventilation and stuff like that. There's a floofy spot in a pale blue, which I have no idea where that came from. Hey Holly, it's good to see you. I've actually just bought one, Susanna, from Cat and Sparrows. I've heard really good things about hers. I would say not all 3D printed spindles are created equal, just like not all hand-turned spindles created equal. I would make sure you get one from a reputable supplier. This is what Kelly's been waiting for. And I need fluff. Must be that the music is on a good manifesting music frequency. Just fixed one of 2 broken email accounts. Good job. Love that. Getting stuff fixed and done. Oh, Cat and Sparrow. Yeah. Like, her stuff is great. So, I would highly recommend anything you see on her website. And if you do order something, in the notes, just say Fiberific loves you. Oh, you went perusing. Nice work. There's a bit of veggie matter in there. Come out here, little. There's a bit of grass. Thank you, Susanna. I appreciate that. Just so she knows where her traffic comes from. I always like to know how people find me. So how's everybody's tasks going? Are you winning? Russell's winning. Touche, Deb, touche. Holly's just got home from work, but about to start working on the sleeves of a crochet top. Awesome. Josephine says that she got distracted by the iPad. Time to get back to the washing. Yeah, let's get it done. In preparation for today, I had like a crate of stuff over there that just needed to get put back into the crate storage. And it was accumulating junk on top of the crate. So I had to go through and sort some of that stuff out. So I feel like I had a win. So I could clear the floor space out. There's only limited space in this room, so, you know, have to use it wisely. Susanna name dropped me at Wendy's Beer Shiva. Thank you. Appreciate that. Great service. It's already been shipped out and it's on its way. That's fantastic. I can't wait till you get your fluff mail. What colour did you order? I think did you tell us you got the galah? Maybe you told us on Thursday and I can't remember. And I realised I moved the bucket. I've also got a really nice blue as well. So if I run out of the purple, I've always got more. I did have the goals this morning and was excited to achieve them. Today's headache is not my crochet friend, so cutting myself, I'm just like, oh, absolutely. Oh, that's right. I remember now. Thank you. I've got the galah and the Castledale and an undyed of the double combed. That double combed looks so amazing. I know that Game Widows has got her hands on some of the double combed. You know, I was just sitting here, right? I'm like, I could set my iPhone up as another camera, just a point over here. Lol, just got the second account working by shifting from Pop to IMAP. Might have to tune in here every Friday. Very productive vibes. Thanks, Russell. That's awesome. That's what we're after here. Just, you've got the, you know, this is your time just to get something done. Tick it off the list. And I'm glad you got these email accounts sorted out because that's frustrating. Worse than a nail in your foot. Did I miss something there? I'm like, did something get held back out of that? Oh, when your email accounts are broken. Thank you, Russell. I appreciate you clarifying that for me. Yes. Oh, it's so frustrating when there's something wrong with your email accounts. I was having a problem with my website email accounts for some reason, it just stopped emailing customers when I'd received their orders. I had all these automated things set up, just nothing that I'd done. It was part of the WooCommerce software. And they were supposed to automatically get an email when they placed their order. They were supposed to get an email when I had moved their order from processing to either finished or to on hold for whatever reason. And if I move something to on hold, I add a note as to why. Usually it's something they back ordered. and none of them were going out, and I had no idea until I had a couple of people tell me, hey, I've received confirmation that PayPal took my money but nothing from you. And I'm like, oh, have you checked your spam accounts? But it turns out that my email was not, like my website was not sending the email, so I had to set up a whole separate like email thing. I can't remember the name of it, but it's all set up, it's working now. Susanna. I'm going to go with he's digging it. He's digging the music. It's going off full throttle. That's funny. This morning I'm in here just setting everything up, double checking everything's working because I've got a new battery. Actually, I'm just going to feel this camera. It's alright. I bought a power pack for the camera, so I'm setting everything up. And the cat and the dog are playing over here, just mucking around. And I'm like, oh, this should be interesting for a live stream. But they're asleep out in the lounge room. Macy's in the sun, Louie's on the couch. I got woken up this morning to the two cats. So Tibbles is just trying to walk into the bedroom for his morning nap at 6 a.m. because he's been up for an hour, so it's time for another nap. And I just see this purple blur just flying across the room. Like, she got height. She was above the edge of my dress of my bedside table. I'm just like, oh my god, what's going on? It was too much. It was just too much first thing in the morning. Like, my eyes are barely working and all I'm seeing is these great, the dark black or grey cat and the ginger cat just at it. It was hilarious. So just like, and I thought she was annoying him until I realised he was chasing her as well. So they were playing. Either that or he was getting retribution. I mean, there's always that possibility. Hey Sal, good morning. Thank you, Kelly. If you are enjoying this productivity stream and you're getting stuff done, hanging out listening to these creator mix tunes while I'm spinning up a storm with this beautiful purple fibre, then hit the thumbs up. Make it so I can see later. And if you are just joining us, let me know what you're working on. What is the thing you want to get done today? We've got a few hours. What is it that you're working on that you want to get finished or you want to get some time into? It could be Mount Foldmore. It could be researching your next video. It could be fixing busted email accounts like Russell just sorted. For me, it's just getting some long overdue spinning done. tea up. It's getting cold. I don't know how much crochet I'm going to achieve this morning. I keep getting distracted watching you spin. It's relaxing. Well, that's awesome. I mean, it's not awesome that you're not getting your stuff done. It's awesome that it's relaxing. Hot tea now. Hot tea. Hey, Casey. Great to see you. Does anyone know if Bianca got that skirt finished? Susanna says she thinks she needs the relaxation more. Hey, sometimes you just do, honestly. There are days where you might have like a to-do list that's a mile long, but your body is just like, you know what? I just can't today. Today we're just gonna like, you know, do something relaxing, do something enjoyable, whether it's a pamper or a sit and watch a spinning video, whatever. Sometimes you need that. And sometimes for me, I find it relaxing when I get to tick things off a to-do list. So getting those done also helps me. And then I get to have the pamper relax without the guilt. So, Deb promised her sister that she'd make her a bag for ages. So I want to finish this today as I'll be with her for her birthday next week and I want to gift it to her. That sounds like a perfect goal. Which bag are you making her? I'm assuming it's a sewing bag. Deb makes the most gorgeous bags and wallets and just beautiful. Oh, the Gaia. Nice. I'm celebrating with big dish of coffee ice cream. That sounds lovely. Well, I think you've earned it. Fixing 2 emails in one evening. Good work. Oh, Sally's back with her hot mocha. Nice. I think I need to set up a little camera angle. I actually think I'll do it right now. Where is the cord? There's a cord that I can use. Cord. Plug it in there. Camera. Alrighty. Last camera. Oh. Just bear with me, everybody. I've got to fix this camera. camera, but now we've lost our background camera. Bear with me. We're going to pop that again. Hydrate, everybody. That's right. Alright, that's that. Why won't it let me add it? It's right there. There it is. Let me resize it. Oh, the fluff is dancing. There we go. Let's get rid of that. We want to go to spin activity, then add a camera, new camera overlay. That's not the camera we want, so edit that. And then crop note. Where's my overlay gone? Oh, I moved it. It was in the way. Okay. And edit the corners. Alrighty. And now I can see where the bobbin's at. I'll never want to spin without cameras now. Oh, I know. It's like totally spoiled. Actually, I'll have a sip of tea before I'll bring the fluff back. I'll bring everything back out of the way. Let's see if it can cope once the spinning wheel is moving. Well, there you go. Look at that. Isn't that better for everybody? Not just me? So selfish. Like, I'm just going to stop spinning in the productivity stream and just add in a whole other camera. Yeah. I mean, it was productive, right? You feel like you're at a rave? It's a bit like that with this one. Makes it look like a busy factory with all that machinery spinning. It does rather, doesn't it? I mean, I'm busy. I'm producing stuff. I'm producing yarn out of fluffs. You like the new camera angle? Thank you. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate you appreciating me. Yeah, I've got it on. It's a second slower speed, but I am treadling fairly quickly. And it's a 4-ply, so you do want it to get some decent twist in it, otherwise it's going to wear out really fast or just become fluffy. Oh, hang on, I've screwed up something. Oh, let me fix this. Get the fluffs on the fluffs. There we go. The yarn thickness does not vary with the music, but the twist may. Although in saying that, if my feet speed up, I try to speed my hands up too, so it still doesn't change the twist too much. That's the goal anyway. So the camera makes it look like there's something on the floor under the spinning wheel, and I'm like, where? I can't see anything. where does softness of yarn come in if you buy a soft fleece? Can you overspin it so it's not soft anymore? Yes, you can. So you can't make a bad fleece good. If you buy a rubbish fleece or you can't make a bad fleece good, but you can make a good fleece bad. So you can overspin it and turn it into rope. So that's why every now and again I stop, pull it back out and let it spin back on itself, because that's more like what we're going to get. There we go. That'll be sort of like the yarn that we're going to get, and that's actually still quite softly spun. I could add more twist to that, but because of what I want to make, or what I'm likely to make, a bit of soft twist is fine. But yeah, you can overspin it and you can overply it as well. It's just practice and checking it, because you know, you could, without realizing it, especially with the music tempo changing, you could be adding more twist unintentionally. And if your feet are going too fast and you can't slow them down, and you've got a wheel that has ratios, you can drop it down to a larger ratio so that it doesn't spin quite as fast per treadles, if that makes sense. More fluffs. Oh, sounds like Tim's home. I'm really hoping Tim's home, or somebody's gone crazy in my kitchen. How long does it take enough to... Oh, I don't know. I've never spun for a blanket. My concern is with hand spun, it can't be machine washed. And hand washing a blanket is too big a project for me. I would never use it, so I would never have to wash it. But we could work out the math. So it can take me a few days, because I can't spin all day. My back and legs eventually go, oi, you need to get up and move. So it takes me a couple of days to spin 100 grams, and then I've got to ply it, which is spinning it back the other way to make it strong. So if we say 2 days to spin and ply for 100 grams. Most blankets need about 1 kilo, if not more, of yarn. It depends on the thickness of the yarn every time. So, you know, a good 10 days to 2 weeks just to spin for the blanket. and then you would have all the extra time of actually making the blanket. So yeah, and that's, you know, if you want a small blanket. So what's that, a kilo of, say, 8 ply, so 10 balls. No, you'd need more than that. Yeah, 18. I don't know. Anyone in the chat who's made a blanket recently can tell me the how much and how, like, the weight of your yarn, and then the actual weight by measurement of the yarn, like whether it was like a, you know, worsted weight or a 4 ply sport weight, sock weight, whatever, plus the actual grammage. So we can do this math for Russell. But it takes a long time, is the answer. A long time. So back in the day, was most yarn homespun? Oh yeah, back in the day, all yarn was homespun at, you know, at some stage. For sure. And yeah, they would have made their blankets out of homespun yarn, and they would have hand washed them and dried them carefully, and absolutely. That's how it would have been done. And obviously it depends on how far back in the day we're talking. But there are still communities that do still hand spin all of their own yarn and hand weave it all to make their fabric for their clothes. And $1800s, yeah. So there was commercial spinners by then, I think. But I think the majority of people were like, that's like, you know, factories era, you know, like not Pride and Prejudice, but what do you call it? Richard Armitage movie. North, I can't think of it. Anyway, he had a cotton weaving mill, so they had to commercially spin the cotton to weave it. But I think most people, like on average, were spinning their own wool. Part of any clothing was counted as an asset, absolutely. Oh, water frame mills were in production. Thank you, Gamer Widows. I knew that there were definitely mills going on by then. But yeah, I think most everyday people were still hand spinning. And the thing to remember is they would unravel a jumper to make it the next size up for a child, or size it down, or the yarn would be undone and reused, and it would never just be dumped. Just because of the sheer man hours that went into creating it. North and South, thank you, Sally. My brain just would not give it to me, eh? I'm very happy with the new camera angle, everybody, just so you know. A little creative mix there, it's not sweet. First industrial commercial mills were steam powered, and water wheels preceded those. Excellent. be a rabbit hole I would very much like to fall down. I don't know a lot about it. I just know the actual milling process has been around a long time. I totally can. That pink light that you can see in the background, it can be totally pulsed to match music. I'm not going to though. Are you saying you don't like it here, Russell? With our productivity stream of getting stuff done? Oh, you love it. Oh, that's good. Just watching my wheels against the camera. I'm paranoid now. Just keeping it on the heat of the camera. It's a new power supply I've not used before. I saw the huge mechanized weaving looms on a Knit 365 blog and really surprised me because doing genealogy with the boys being bobbin winders, so they had to physically run inside the huge machine to wind it. Wow. A lesson in lives as well as lots of interesting stuff. That's awesome, Russell. I might set it up for another time. I haven't done it for a bit, and I'm not sure if the app to run it is actually in my new phone. I mean, it should be, honestly, because what if I wanted to change the colour? What if I didn't want pink on the wall anymore? Yeah, you'll eventually see it. You're right. I'm actually really impressed with how this camera is going. It's connected just with a USB cable. And every now and again I see it sort of hiccup a little, but I am so impressed that it's what it's doing. Like, dude, you hiccup. You hiccup if you need to. It's an old DSLR, Canon 70D. Oh, I'll definitely have a play later, for sure. Because I'm like, how will it hear them? Like, how will I set it up to match this music when this music's running through the computer, not through the phone? Like, I'll have some stuff. This presentation is a huge improvement. Not that the old was bad, but this is Pro Plus. Look, yeah, after last week's, the Thursday live where I spun, that was kind of put together last minute. And this camera was over the wheel. And I was on a funny angle and the lighting wasn't good, whereas this time I've moved all the lights to suit this direction. So, you know, I'm more prepared is basically the answer. But I'm thinking about bringing this guy into more of my streams. I've just got to work out where I'm going to put him, because I don't like having a tripod on the floor in here. Because this space between this desk and this chest of drawers, like this space here, is like not big. Let's measure it from the desk. From the desk to the drawers is 90 centimeters or 35 inches. And having a chair and a tripod in here stresses me out. So I would like to get the tripod, get that camera mounted somewhere else so that it's useful and good, but not on a tripod on the floor where I can knock it over and smash lenses. Because, you know, I've done that once now. I possibly could hang it from the ceiling. That would involve me getting up on a ladder and buying some stuff, which I'm not 100% sure. I'd probably just buy a frame. Yeah, I mean, it could be done. I was actually thinking about that because this desk is wobbly, and I've been thinking about actually attaching a few things on a ceiling frame. But then I'd need to run power up there as well, otherwise I've got to run cords down. So that's an electrician's got to come in to do that. I have thought about all these things. Like what I would do if I could just, I mean, I have pretty well taken over this room, really. But yeah, I reckon a little grid on the ceiling would be great, but I would want some power up there too. A boom mic arm from the ceiling might work for the camera. Yeah, it would depend. This camera's pretty heavy. It's an old Canon 70D. But yeah, look, and because it's coming, you know, because of how it's going to sit, gravity could actually help. Could you put the tripod on top of the drawers? No, it's too, the drawers are too narrow. Then the cat could dangle from that as well. Yeah, she'd try. Because she's hilarious that way. Yeah, they make them for the... Oh, you have a DSLR one? Yeah, awesome. Well then, yeah, like that would be the thing. I would like to do that, but not this week. This week I just need to make do. So I'll work out... I've got another table clampy thing. I can clamp it to the table and bring it in over my shoulder. That way. But the table does wobble, which does tick me off. It's a pretty expensive table to be wobbly. It's just the nature of... I should have read more reviews before I bought it, really. Everyone has had the same problem. It's just the nature of how it was constructed. It's not really meant to have, you know, stuff on it, apparently. But anyway. Maybe it's time to kick the family out of the lounge. No, they can have the lounge. They've let me have this whole room. We have a very small house, so me being able to have a whole room to myself is actually pretty good. So, and I may have also taken over a lounge chair out there just for my personal crafting space. So, I can't be too greedy, right? And the entry area, which has still got racks of Fibrific stock. Have an awesome night, Russell. Sleep well. Oh, I've just realised what the annoying thing... It's the very tippity top of one of the spindle spikes. I'm like looking on the floor, trying to work out what it is, but no, it's attached to the wheel. Took me a second. You know, Suzanne, I think you're right. I don't think I'm going to want to spin without cameras ever again. I'm just like watching. How are you going with your project? Are you getting some stuff done? Are you winning? Oh, you guys like it as well? That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I felt very selfish, like pausing everything just to throw in this extra camera angle. It just made it easier for me to spin. I am looking at it going, I don't like that it's a different shape. And do those corners curves match the other one? And my brain's like, they don't. You need to fix that. But I'm like, I can't do that right now. I mean, I can, but like, I shouldn't. Maybe I should. I don't know. I don't want to play with it too much. But this is a productivity stream. It's not a crafting stream. We just happen to craft. I could fix it, right? I think I need to fix it. My brain's not going to let me not fix it. Holly says I'm working on my sleeve and sipping on coffee, so it's a win for me. Well, I got tea. And I think it's a win as well. Gotta love a good win. Kerry says 3.5 rather long rows over 530 stitches are done. That's amazing. That's good. Yeah, okay, I'll fix it. We'll let the wind blow the fluffs. I'm just like double checking where my chair is in relation to the... I'll fix it. Alright, now I have to move that guy over. I need to see this one. Border width is 4. And now we just need to that side can't go up and that side comes down. I get more of that. What if I change the camera up a bit and just do that? okay with the shapes being slightly different. Oh, whoops. Screenshots. Camera. There we go. Careful what you're touching, Chantel. How's that? Is that better? Yeah, like we've done a lot. Like there's only this much left of the actual braid now. So, yeah. There we go. They're not 100% matchy, but they're a lot better. So let's bring back our overlay. Back on top. Yay. Alright, there we go. I feel better. My brain's not going to keep hiccuping when I see it. Top up my tea while I'm here. That's the last of the tea out of the tea thermos. Alright, let's get back to the spinning. Back a little, come on. Don't touch the tripod. Like a dead purple rat. Really? Is that what we're going with? I often underestimate how long it takes to knit crochet around, and I'm disappointed when I don't progress faster and further. When will I learn? Well, don't hang out with Bianca. She can knit half a skirt during a Zoom call. But no, I understand what you mean. Oh, Game Widows just said, I just heard the telltale thud of my Amazon delivery. That's amazing. Oh, I was so happy to see my Amazon delivery person today. I've heard the toot 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 at about 20 past 9 and I've gone running out there. I'm like, oh my God, you don't know how happy I am to see you. And she's like, what? And I'm like, I'm about to go live and I need the cords that's in that bag. And she's laughing. Like, okay. I wonder how often they're like, oh my God, you're here. Because in Australia, we don't have same day Amazon delivery. It's normally a 2-day delivery window. Sometimes you can get next day, but usually it's 2 days with Prime. And if you don't have Prime, it's longer. Leanne says snail pace crochet here and I'm okay with it. Well, that's awesome. And this is the thing, like our craft is supposed to be something enjoyable, so does it actually matter how fast you do it? Really? Like unless you've got a deadline because it's a gift and you need to get it done, I'm usually pretty like, oh yeah, whatever, it takes this long. Ah, Game Winner says mine was not urgent, it was components for the advent calendar. Nice. Don't forget, if you are sitting and crafting, to get up and have a stretch and move your arms around and get up and move around and have a drink of water. And we've got to remember to look after our bodies, even if they are broken. Mine's broken. Mine hates me. Although my knee, which the last 2 days has given me a lot of grief, is actually a lot better this morning. We'll see how long that lasts. Now that I've said something, I'm going to twinge it or something and make it angry at me again. It's my own fault, really. Sip my tea. Thanks, Susanna. I will. Sally says mine is so broken and hates me at the moment. I understand that all too well, Sally. All too well. If you're here lurking while you're doing a job, let us know. Say hi, let us know what you're working on. Always curious to know what everyone's doing. Russell was here earlier fixing emails that had broken, so now they're back working again. That was really encouraging to hear. We've got people crafting, people doing their washing. You know, just getting their stuff done. It doesn't matter what you're working on. I'm working on this fibre right now. And I haven't spun in so long, and when I was putting the other purple one back in the drawer after talking about that on Thursday, I realised that there's this beautiful blue one in there that I want to do next. I was just like, oh man, I should have grabbed that one. And I love this one, so that's saying something about the other one, isn't it? Deb took a break from the sewing and cleaned the kitchen. Awesome work, Deb. Then you can have some guilt-free sewing time. need some fluffs. I just want to noodle that a bit. Hang on a sec, that's a bit thicker than I would like there. I'm just trying to thin it out. I know you use Creator Mix a bit differently than how they expected. I wonder if the skip button could be created that if enough people in the chat hit that button, it would skip the track. You could probably set that up through something like if this then that and have it that way. Possibly. There's a lot of things that you can set up through if this then that. I haven't really utilized it a lot, but I believe that's one of the many things that you can set up. I mean, if you can use if this and that to make it so you guys could change the color of the lights and things like that as well. So, you know, there's ways to trigger actions. So I'm sure we could set it up. Did you really dislike that song so much you wanted to skip it? Yeah, there's a lot of actions that can be done through if this then that. There we go. That's what I wanted. See, that's the problem. That's why I haven't really played with it. You guys would just distract me constantly. Ah, you didn't dislike the song, but you're interested to see what music people enjoy for the data. Yeah, I've got a feeling that for these sorts of streams, the more mellow tracks would probably be more suitable, but I quite like the mix, personally. I've mostly seen it used in ways like for like some gamers and stuff like that who utilize it so that if a super chat comes in, then that person gets to, and I think it's a different values of super chats means that there's different things that they can do, but I'm sure there'd be other ways to do it. I mean, it's one of those things, if you really want to do it, it can be done. Yeah, I like the mix. Because like I can really zone out into the mellow stuff and I love it. I actually play, believe it or not, I actually stick this on in the background to work with a lot. I normally just have it pumping out of the speakers though. And even Abby enjoys it, which surprises me. We don't have a lot of music taste similarities, so yeah. But yeah, in Creator Mix, I've got a pile of different albums, so you can sort of pick a theme, but I've just thrown all of their albums into one playlist and just randomly shuffling it. Maybe it's just part of the atmosphere, Deb. Because I don't think Russell usually listens to this kind of music either, based on his Carpenters on the Roof comment at the start, but then he got into it and got some stuff done. Sitting here thinking, I wonder if Kelly's gone down an if this then that rabbit hole. I did do a design IT programming degree, so no, not all that surprising. Oh, you did go down an if this and that rabbit hole. Bianca's here. Did you finish your skirt, Bianca? I need to know, is your skirt ankle length now or mid-calf? You were powering last night. Absolutely powering. Oh, you haven't touched it. Okay. What? We got an hour or so more of the stream, so you know, who knows? That's if knitting's on your goal of things to get done. Oh, Bianca went and did things out in the world. Oh my goodness. The world is scary, lol. Yep. Oh, Bianca's enjoying the music. That's awesome, Bianca. Glad to hear that. I'm good. I was thinking before I could use a stand up and stretch, but I don't have room to stand up here. Not safely. No, it's the same lot, Bianca. It's the same lot. We've still got this much left to go. But you're actually doing very well. Spinning's a very slow process, so I'm actually surprised at how far we've gotten through, truth be told. Teresa, welcome to the chat. I finished knitting my spider sock. Now it's time for bed. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. Thanks for joining us, Teresa. Really appreciate you jumping in. Sleep well, and we'll see you next week. All good. That's the point of this one, really, isn't it? It's just to get in and get some stuff done. It's great to see you. Oh, okay, yeah. Susanna, it amazed me how the floof stays connected. So understanding your floof is really important. Understanding how long the staples are, so that you only pull a little bit and they come apart a little bit. If you pull too far, they'll come right apart. So you only pull a little bit. So understanding how long the staples are makes it so that works. I'm nearly at the end of this bit, so I'll show you. And then when you add the twist in, it also gives it the strength and holds it in place. So hang on a sec, we're just about ready to... I'm actually going to have to split off some. So perfect timing for your question. Okay. So when you've got your floofs, you've got to hold your hands quite far apart to be able to separate it out, right? Now what we'll do is we'll divide that in half. Okay, so when I'm spinning, I'm pulling on like a little bit. Now if I pulled it, like I've got this bit here, if I pull that, the pieces are this long. That's all one single piece. So I've got all of this distance to be able to line them up and make them match up, to add an extra or to pull some out. And I'll just need to pull a bit more or what, either way. But if I pull too far, it comes right apart. So I just sort of pulled just a little bit, like a third or a half. And that means I get to line it back up and they get to sit next to each other still. Like tiered seating nearly. Susanna says, I've learnt so much watching your channel. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that there's things here that are interesting and that, you know, you want to learn. But see how I just do a little bit. I don't do a big bit. Like, you know, I've got a bit of time. I've got a bit of space between them. But if I pulled it too far, it would come apart. Whereas if I just pull it half or a third of that, there'll always be some fluffs. there's a definite skill required. It just takes a bit of practice and, just knowledge of the fibre that you're spinning. So I always, when I'm going to start a fibre, I always pull a bit and work out how long the staples are, because every fleece is different, even if it's from the same farm. Actually, did I need to go that way? Hang on a second. Oh yeah, I was right. I'm feeling a little more. Let's see, I'll fill it in a little bit more. But yeah, it's a practice thing, and it does take practice. It's one of these crafts where, like, when you're learning, you're like this, you're all hunched over and you're overseeing everything. But then as you get better at it, you lean back and you relax into it. So I've done it again. I've got my hand over the top of my cord, which pulls on my audio interface, which is not awesome. I don't know when I started spinning. I started spinning when Abby was a baby. So, she's 18 now. I've got some practice. And I'm still constantly learning and getting better, and it's like anything, if it's something you want to learn, you put the time into it and you learn it. But I think understanding yarn construction helps all of us, even those of us that don't spin. It helps us to understand the yarns that we're using in our projects better. And that knowledge just helps everything. First fleece in the bucket. That's awesome, Game Widows. Game Widows has got raw fleeces she's got to scour first. Kerry's got to head out. Bye, Kerry. Have an awesome day. Enjoy your visit at the Cairo. Alright, Sal, we'll see you when you get back. Oh, Deb's completed bag is shared over in the fun zone. That is awesome to see. Can't wait to check it out. I bet her sister loves it. Deb, I always get confused. The Gaia bag is like my little Yoda bag, right? That's the Gaia bag, or is it a different one? Oh, that's the one. Okay. I was just thinking that this made me feel very much like Electric Dreams kind of vibes. It's the synthesizer, isn't it? A Molly Ringwald movie soundtrack, yeah. Hello, Macy. I see you, little kitty. Hello. You guys can't quite. Oh no, I was about to say you can't quite see it, but here she comes. Hello, Stretchy. Where are you going? She was very sad when I took the carpet out of this room because she would come in here and scratch her claws on it. It was like a little mat. Now she uses this chair, even if I'm on it, and she doesn't care if she misses the chair or not, and just into me. So I'm like nervous because she's somewhere around. Oh, there she is. Oh, little tiny piece of fluff. Oh, no, the third camera is on my desk here. She couldn't get it, unless she jumps up on the desk. And it's on a stand, so it should be okay. Should being the operative word.
Oh, I've done some investigating after our chat last night. I'm looking into swapping my flyer out for a sliding hook one with bigger bobbins. Oh, nice. Yeah. Oops. I have to separate the fluffs. I am out. Sally's back now, tackling Mount Foldmore. Good job, Sal. You've got this. You've got it. Just towels. Towels will fold up fast. If you've just joined in, you can let us know in the chat what it is you are wanting to get done in this Get Stuff Done productivity stream. Whether you're folding, washing, or knitting, or crocheting, or ordering parts for your wheel, fixing your email, getting to inbox 0, whatever it is, let us know and we'll try and cheer you on. Game Widows has ordered the flyer. Fantastic. Bianca says inbox 0 is a thing I used to do. Now it's at 428. Yeah, every now and again I'll go through and do a big purge, but yeah, I'm not an inbox 0 kind of person. Ah, nice. Holly's had some tea and is back. Headache pain's gone. I'm glad to hear that, Leanne. I'm sorry to hear that, Sally. Yeah, they're not my favourite, that's for certain. Might be undercaffeinated. You can solve that though, right? Caffeine and a couple of Panadol normally kicks mine. Susanna's looking after me, aren't you, Susanna? I got half a cup of cold tea here. It's very cold. I might just have water. Thanks, Susanna. Appreciate the reminder. she comes again. Oh no, she came to the door, looked at me and turned away. Gotta love that. Good job, Maze. Oh, Susanna's on her third cuppa. I think I had 2 coffees this morning, and then technically speaking 2 cups of tea as well now. Or 1.5. I don't have to count the half I didn't drink, do I? It's just getting got a bit cold. This fluff is so soft, honestly. Leanne says, I was lacking in water intake. I do feel much better now. That's good. Deb's now cleaning out her inbox. Oh, good job, Deb. When I clean out my inbox, I write a list of, I'll look at them and I'll realize, okay, I got like a pile of emails from some company and I never open them. So unless I have to stay subscribed to the list for whatever reason, I unsubscribe and then delete all the ones that I don't need. Oh yeah, sometimes the unsubscribe's really hard to find. And sometimes you have to answer like 14 questions. Like, do you really want to leave? Yes. Verify you want to leave by clicking this new email we've sent you. And it's just like, dude, I want to get rid of you because you email me too much. And now you want to email me again? Okay. Verify. I definitely don't want any more emails from you. Deb's doing the full purge. Don't unfriend me, Deb. And no, I don't think it'll get done today for today's live stream. Yeah, Deb's on a mission. I haven't thought of any more what to make with the yarn. It's very soft. I think it's going to end up a fairly lofty 4-ply. So, well, not 4-ply, but like sock weight. I'm thinking something shawlish. And I'm thinking this paired with the blue that I've got would make a really nice size shawl. But I may have cast on a couple of new projects in the last couple of days. So I've got a pair of socks that I'm doing 2 at a time, and also a ranunculus top in some 4-ply cotton, so it'll be nice and lightweight. I think ranunculus would look good in that colour. I'm totally not obsessed. Look, I think a ranunculus might look good in this colour. I don't think we'd have the meterage, honestly. And it might be a little too lofty for lace. But we'll have to wait and see what the final yarn looks like. I really want to make the Miss Puri's party shawl, which is Miss Pearl's party shawl, which is crochet and knitted. Use 100 gram with 3 minis. So nearly 200 grams. So 175. I'm assuming they're 25 gram minis, is that right? But yeah, that sounds like a great size shawl. I think if you're making a shawl in like sport weight or sock yarn weight, then the closer to the 200 grams is nicer. I know you can do them with 100, but I think they look nicer when they're that sort of 200 to 300 gram mark. They're more like shanklets, like shawl blankets, going out blankets, which is what I want every time. Why are you being a buttocks? I have to check that bobbin end. I schlank it. Wild assumption here, but I don't think anyone that has made a ranunculus has only made one. It's one of those kinds of patterns where you're like, well, just reading the pattern, like I've only cast it on last night, and I haven't done very far. I've done the neckband and the back short rows, but even just working out which yarn I wanted to use, like it really can be made with so many different things. Okay, it's the 30 grams in the mini contrasts. Okay, cool. So yeah, you're getting close to that 200 gram mark, which sounds really nice. I love the fact that I look at those types of patterns that use both knitting and crochet since I know how to knit now. Oh, absolutely. It opens your world up when you can do both. I remember when I only crocheted and I'd see knit patterns and I'd just be like, ah, dang it, it's knit. Ah, dang it, it's knit. Alright guys and dolls, we have hit the 3-hour mark. I'm going to finish off this little piece of fluff in my hand, just so that it's less for the dog to steal later. I came in here the other day, yesterday I think it was, and my spinning wheel was pushed over to the side so that I could work in this space. And Louis came running in, looked left and right, didn't look behind him where I was standing, but looked left and right, jumped up and stole the little tufty bit off the end and ran as fast as he could out the door. It was so funny. And then about 10 minutes later, Macy comes in and just sits in front of the wheel and then sits back up on her, like on her back paws, and just plays with the little bit because the fan was blowing it. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, this wheel is like hours of entertainment for everybody. But now I have to be careful not to leave too much fluff dangling, or Louis just takes it. So we don't want to lose the fluffs. Sally says she's seen a hybrid top that looks lovely and has been tempted to give it a try. Hey, is Sally making it a ranunculus as well? I didn't know Sally was too. Oh, you're at the split for the sleeves. Oh my gosh. I'm a bit behind you. Deb, thanks so much for joining. Really appreciate you jumping in and hanging out and getting all your stuff done. Cleaning your inbox, unfriending people, making a bag. Like you're on fire this morning. You're on fire. We're nearly at the end here. I don't want to rush it. Just otherwise it won't have enough twist in it. Oh, of course it is. Sorry, Sal. I didn't realise it was a ranunculus. That's going beautifully. Wow, we got some spinning done today, everybody. I want to say a huge thank you for you for coming and hanging out while I got this done. I'm really happy with how it's so squishy on the bobbin, honestly. I'm really happy with how it's going. I've still got a bit to go. Still got a little bit of fluff here. So there's the other half of that piece. And then there's this bit left. So it's braided, so it's like 3 times that length. But powering along, powering through it. I'm keeping it in a little bucket so Louis can't get that either. All these new things I'm having to do because I haven't really spun with Louis around before. You guys, I really appreciate you, and I hope you get lots and lots done, get kicked over all your goals for today. We'll be back next month for another one of these productivity streams. In the meantime, you can always jump in on a Thursday live stream from 10 till 12 on Australian Brisbane time. Good luck with all your projects, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.